Islam. This is Sister Tahida and Najee-Ullah in Califa Media, commercial arm of the Moorish Science Temple California Incorporated. That's actually a real company. I'm going to entitle this video the Rami Salaam selection. Alright, this is part one. And, Brother Rami Salaam of the I.A.H.T Temple in Oakland, California, Islam. To another Califa more. Okay. For those who wonder what Califa, it refers to California. Okay. That being said, he was sending me some questions, and I'm doing my best to get to them in a timely manner. But I'm trying to be super mom over here, so please be patient. Okay. This video is the Rami Salaam selection, where he asked me, why do I use astrology? What's the big deal? Okay, because I mention it, or I refer to it a lot in some of the videos I post. Why do I use astrology? Okay. Better question. Why to use astrology? Okay. Well, first of all, I'm going to get like I say, I try to deal from the biggest, largest to smallest, or most relevant to us. In this case, I'm going to start with the most. Astrology, the study of the energy of the movement of the heavenly bodies, is older than any religion. Okay, I'm of the opinion that religion was set up based on astrology. Somebody looked at an Venus and an astrolabe and was able to say this would be the perfect time to execute, codify religion. Okay, which is probably, if you actually read most religious scripture, if you know what you're looking at, especially the Bible, it's a book of astrology, right? And it makes a lot more sense if you know astrology. Okay, I like using astrology because it's based on physics and metaphysics. Islam. That being said, the physical part. You look at how the moon, especially now, I'm originally from Chicago, and now, we have a lake there, but I really didn't have an appreciation for the influence of the moon until I moved to California and was able to see the effects of a full moon on the ocean, okay, and how one night the beach will be just sandy and clear, just pretty pristine sands, and you come out there the morning after a full moon, and it looks like a short forest. Okay, there's seaweed and all kinds of puffy stuff all over the place that got pulled in because of the tide. That moon exerted its gravitational pull, okay, and pulled the waters in such a manner that it affected what landed on the shore the next morning. Okay, that's the physical part. Now, seeing what the moon, that one little sphere, it's really close, it's small, but it's close, so it's powerful. That one heavenly body, the effect it has on our waters. And so I'm like, well, what about the other ones? Okay, yes, they may be further, but they're bigger too. Okay, so the same physical influence that the moon can exert on yourself, the other planets can do it too. Okay, and if you know how to read those energies, if you know how to ride those, if you know how to see the celestial waves, you'll be able to ride them, and you will experience an incredible amount of success. Okay. For those among us who can't help but wonder, how are these evil people experiencing so much success? You can chalk it up to the devil. Don't give them that much credit. The devil is within. Okay. These people know how to read these energies. Okay. It's been said that Ronald Reagan had his own personal astrologist. You may have heard of her, Sylvia Brown. Okay. Why would the president of one of the most lauded presidents of this country's history have a personal astrologist? And you know how the European works. Whatever he's telling you is hokey and stay away from, you need to be going towards that with a vengeance, okay, and becoming expert at it. That being said, why use it? I'm sorry, I'm working for my book. I suggest everyone get one of these, okay? It's just a blank book. So it's older than any religion. is based on physics, like I just said, the gravitational pulls of the actual bodies that are manifested in this dimension. Then there's the metaphysical part, all right? The auric fields, the uh, the fields where these planets exist and they're having the same or comparable experiences to ours. When I say that, I mean like, okay, they're walking, they're actually interacting with each other and having experiences with these encounters they have with each other, okay? And in their reality, you're just a germ or, you know, a cell. You can be a cell or a colony of germs, a colony of germs, okay? Um, that being said, depending on how Jupiter interacts with Earth today, that tells you how her cells are going to be affected, i.e. you, okay? That's the metaphysical part, okay? So again, if you know how to read these energies on a physical and a metaphysical level, it'll help you be able to navigate this dimension a whole lot easier. And that's why I use it, okay? And you know, it's like I said, you know, it's probably got some credibility to it because it's being employed by those who are doing the most bad and experiencing the most good. They're not getting anything because they deserve it. They know how to manipulate these. Actually, they can't even manipulate them. It is what it is. It's just, do you know when to jump on that wave? Do you know when to jump off? Okay, do you know what to do when that wave comes? That's astrology, okay? And these are all vibrations, right? Tesla said it could split the world in half with a frequency. Jupiter has a frequency. Neptune, Venus, Mars, Mercury, they all have a frequency, okay? And then I guess we can move into adept astrology. Aside from the 10 heavenly bodies we know about, Sun, Moon, Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Neptune, Uranus, and Pluto. Okay? 10 heavenly bodies that are exerting on you. Okay? Adept astrology goes a little deeper into that because there are other little asteroids and comets zipping around this solar system that have their own gravitational pull on you. Ceres, Pallas, Juno, that's a big one. Lilith, okay, that's another one. Okay, by reading deeper into your chart, like you can do the everyday astrology like they have posted on the internet and on the news. If you know how to actually read your chart, that's a great tool. But if you really, really, really want to know what's going on and how to maneuver, you need to dig deeper into adept astrology and look at these asteroids. You need to look at the houses. You need to look at the aspects, how their energies, how the different planets how the energies of different planets are affecting one another, and then how that combination is affecting you. Okay. For instance, Leo is really busy this month. This month, Leo was visited by the Sun, the Moon, Mercury. Venus just moved into it. Jupiter's there until next year. I think for the rest of the year, a whole year, 12 months. Okay. So, knowing all that, okay, looking at my own chart, okay, I'm a Gemini, right? That's complementary to Leo because those are both masculine signs. Okay, I have to be careful though because Leo is a fire sign. Even though they're both masculine, Leo is a fire sign, Gemini is an air sign. Okay, and fire consumes air, so I gotta be careful. I can't find a good thing and indulge, or it might end up destroying me, consuming me completely, right? So, knowing that. Sun's in Leo, okay? My sun is in Gemini. Those are they work together well. Leo and Gemini get along together great. So I know that's going to work well. You know, I'm just doing my sun because you're supposed to look at your sun, moon, and ascendant. I'm just doing my sun. So looking at my sun and what else is in Leo, because Leo rules my third house of communications, okay, based on how the charts are arranged. Like I said, I'm just looking at this to determine how to do my business, okay? So Leo is third house communications, and right now the sun is there. The sun is your house of force, okay? So I need to really, and it's how the outside world perceives you. I really need to be doing something forcefully as far as communications because it's being charged up by the sun right now. Jupiter is in Leo right now. Jupiter is about expansion and philosophy and doing things and luck. Oh, luck, okay? So, knowing that I'm a Gemini, that's just looking at my sun sign, I'm a Gemini. Leo, the Jupiter is in Leo right now in my house of communications, third house communications, which means right now I'm going to have lots of luck in something involving communications. What should I do? How should I, what kind of like energy should I be pushing in this area? Well, it's in Leo. Leos are very playful, you know, they're very bombastic, they like to brag, they like to show off. So I will have luck in communications if I show off while Jupiter is in this house right now. It's in there for the rest of the year. So that's why if you've been paying attention to our Facebook page, I've been saying Califa Media is looking for office space. Okay, I don't have enough shelves anymore. Just because I've been riding this wave. Okay, and then I can get into my ascendant and my moon. And it's just like my moon is in Leo. So right now, and moon rules how your emotions and your everyday activities. So right now, my moon is in Leo, so that's going to set my clock, so to speak, and that's going to be my first house. So Leo's going to be on my first house based on my moon. And right now, the sun is there, so everything related to my daily activities and emotions is supercharged by the sun right now. And again, there go that Leo thing, there go that Jupiter thing. I'm going to have lots of luck, but now it's in the first house, so it's not about communications. It's about lots of luck being myself. Okay, because the first house rules self. So I have lots of luck if I be myself, and it's Leo, so I got to be pushy about it. So I got to be up in your face telling you how great I am. I have no problem with that, okay? That's why I use astrology, okay? If these planets were not where they are right now, and if my chart wasn't situated as it is, I wouldn't be doing this, okay? The tactics I've been using, I would not recommend them for a water sign because Leo's a fire sign. Water and fire, somebody's going to get destroyed, okay? Or, depending on what else is going in your chart, you know, water and fire make steam. That can lead to something new. That's why you got to be kind of careful when you read these daily horoscopes, you know. They're good for reference, but you really need to know yourself, and that'll help you understand a lot of things a lot better. Okay, going through my book again. Okay, horoscopes. I've already been through that. Okay, so horoscopes. There's a lot of great sites out there. I would suggest casting your net wide and then whittling it down to the few, maybe 3, 4, 5 tops sources that you consult on a daily basis. Daily. Okay? When I say that, it doesn't look hokey at all. But trust me, your occupier and your enemy are doing it. Why do you think they want to know your birthday during a court proceeding? It's not to verify your identity. There you are right there. Okay? Why do I need your birthday? It's so that I know how to move against you because using your birthday, okay, I at least know where the planets are. I don't know everything about you, okay, because I still need to know what sign was rising on the horizon because every I think 2 hours, the sign changes as far as ascendants, okay? That sets your astral clock, okay? People always focusing on their little sun signs. Like, no, there's one that matters more than that, but the sun sign is the one we can find. Unless you, like, know what time you were born, you can't really know, you can't really do your horoscope. You can get close, but you can't really predict anything. Okay? So, but what little bit they can tell off of your birth date, just a day, you know, I tell people don't be giving out that information. Give out as little as you can. And if you can't keep everything, at least keep the ascendant to yourself. Okay? Because that sets the whole thing. Okay? Um, so like I said, select your 2, 3, no more than 5 sources that you consult on a daily basis and read every single one of them. Because yes, I said consult your sun, moon, and ascendant because those are the ones that have the most impact on your daily life. But what about your Venus, which determines, if you're a woman, that determines what's going to happen in love that day. What about your Mars? If you're a man, that determines what's going to happen. So you need to look at all of them, okay? Because not only will you know what to you know, it might be headed your way, it might not happen because, oh, I read the map and it said to go left instead of right. I'm going left. So you might have avoided something. People, my horoscope didn't come true. You read it. It did come true. So you avoided that. So it did come true. All right. But I say read read every horoscope so you know what everyone else is dealing with that day. All right. So, for instance, if that Virgo comes up to you talking about their child just won't communicate with them, they don't know what's going on in their life, teachers can't tell them anything, nobody knows. If you did the horoscopes for the Virgo that week or day, you would have seen, oh, your child, you're a Virgo, you have a child. Because of your chart, the way the energies are flowing, with this configuration, you are to be going through something with a child going through something that you just have to let happen. Okay? So if your Virgo co-worker is snapping at you because you brought up, oh, little Jimmy, you know, he won the championship. Man, I wish people are always bragging about that. And Virgos are kind of critical because they only criticize what they care about. You know, some people they might have something to brag about. They might not want to talk about it. If you had read the Virgo horoscope that day, you'd be like, oh, let it fly. So, and that's why I use astrology. So, dear brother Rami Salaam, I hope that answers your question. If not, stay tuned because I'll be bringing out more information on adept astrology. Because that's great, you know what's in the solar system, you know what else is going on around. They like intersecting houses. But like I said, that's to come. So with that, I say Islam, peace and love, and I'll see you when I see you.